Good morning, I'm Charlie, and you've joined me for chores here at Capella Ranch. And normally here at Capella Ranch, and normally here in Colorado, it's gorgeous, brilliant, sunny, amazing. Kind of been like that since I started doing these videos here this summer. But now it's September, and the weather is beginning to change, and here we are kind of late September. What is it, 22nd, 3rd, I forget the day. We've got some weather coming through. This is a big front that's going to bring us a rain all day today. So I'm out. I've got my umbrella to keep my camera dry. Normally I wouldn't even use the umbrella, but you know, these days with this camera equipment, I really don't think I need to get it washed. And let's see if we can dodge all the moisture. This would be a bit of a challenge. Can I actually pull off the chores and not drench my cameras? It ain't gonna be long until I'm trying to do this with snow. I'm gonna have to come up with some better way. Maybe these cameras have a nice weatherproof cover or something I can find. But you know, that just hasn't been something I've had to think about yet. Let's see, I can't set that so far away that I can't keep the umbrella over it. There. A few new moves that I better learn for doing my chore routine in the rain, huh? I guess it makes me appreciate being in a place where it doesn't rain all the time. We used to live in Seattle, lived there for a bunch of years. Seattle rain, of course, is a little different than a lot of other places for rain. And that is, oftentimes in Seattle, it just drips, drips, drips. It's like always misty wet. All right, well, let's just take care of things, maybe a little out of order today because we just want to make it as easy as possible. You know, those chickens are not going to come out for a huge extended time, but we should still give them some scratch. So let me get some of that out. The goats and sheep are not going to want to come out at all. Well, the sheep might. The sheep don't care as much about rain and snow. But that drop of water, that's a real goat melter. If you talk to them for sheep or for the goats, getting wet is the worst thing that can happen in their lives. But luckily, we've got everything they'll need for being happy in the barn today. They're not going to be able to run around outside. Well, they could, but they're not going to. Sheep? Maybe. But we'll just make sure we get them hay in the barn, and everybody should be happy with that. So what I will do now, here at Chicken Manor, oh, my goodness. See, this is why I need to make all of this Chicken Manor stuff go away. That's why it's all slated for demo. It's because all this area that I'm working in right now will wind up getting soaked with mud. Soaked, and then the mud gets nasty. All right. Here we go. Now I can keep this camera more dry here in Chicken Manor under the rain cover here. Yeah, it's sort of like the difficulty factor. Like, you know, in the Olympics. They have certain sports that have a difficulty factor I think my morning chores have an accelerated difficulty factor with weather. I'm going to give them a little more scratch just because I'm a nice guy. And why not? Bet you we're not going to see a lot of eggs today. You can kind of already see where some of this water is collecting here, which really makes it yucky. But all the chickens should have enough water, food, everything they need, and dry places if they want it. So we'll give them a start on their day here. You see, like right down here is where water pools, and then all of this just turns into... Hey. Good morning, chickens. You're going to be surprised. You're coming out of your nice dry house, and oh my goodness, what do we have out here? Mud and goo and fun stuff to play in. Well, you guys have a big old day. There you go. Look at this water. I never found a place to channel all of this water to because it's the low spot. So I at least use that drain to move it away from the barn, away from Chicken Manor. Yeah, not my best work. That's part of the problem. I think I've been looking at some of the ways to store water and help with runoff when you've got drainage issues, and this whole area is finally cleared out and I can turn it back into a pasture. I have some entertaining ideas on how to plow and how to make it kind of work out. So we may be able to retain more moisture in the pasture and help things grow for longer. But that's a next year project. First things first, I got to get rid of that barn in Chicken Manor. All right, over here. Now I'll get the camera right under this cover. There we go. That should allow me to get a few more things done. I'll grab this bowl and put it right up there and give them their food that they like to have. I do not have a scooper and my hands are wet. How are we going to pull this off? Well, we're going to dry my hands. That's my best plan. Okay. I think that's good enough. I'll give them some back there. Good enough. Now, in a creative morning turn, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually duck through the chicken area. No, I think that's going to be too tough. I think I'm going to leave this camera here like I normally do. We'll do a little chicken braid. Then I'm going to go check on Bowie and Iman. And then I will come back, retrieve the camera through the barn. Good morning, everyone. Hello, ducks. Hello, everybody. Y'all can come out. Of course, the ducks love it. Wet days are the ducks' favorites. Everything is wet and everything is water to play in. They love it. All right. Let's see how Mr. Bowie and Ms. Iman are doing this morning. Well, look how much water is cooked in here. It's going to rain. How are we doing, Bowie? Oh yeah, I grabbed another girl for you too, didn't I? It does not look like anybody egged this morning, though. I don't blame you. I don't think I'd egged this morning either. No, there's two right up front here by the door. Look at that. Both Bowie's girlfriends gave us an egg. So we'll say thank you for that. Let's get you some scratch. Thank you for making them relatively easy to collect. I appreciate that. Thanks, girls. Appreciate that. And now let's see how everybody is doing here in the barn. Good morning. Oh my. Hey, everybody, guess what? It's wet outside. Yeah. Probably not going to be your favorite day. I have a bucket. I have a bucket right here. Let's bring that along and see if we find a duck egg. Hello, everybody. You still got plenty of hay. Did you guys finish your bale of hay overnight? You came close. I think we're going to let you work on that. And I'll come back out this morning. Oh, look. I forgot to block that door open, huh? That makes it a little more challenging. I hope you weren't trapped in there all night, Cece. And look, one duck egg here to start. That's a nice starter. Still no Kevin down yet. She's up top in the rafters. I don't see any other duck eggs hanging about. We'll get this camera. We'll go back through the barn. Well, hi, everyone. Yeah, it's kind of a weird day. I'm going to come in body surf. and get you fed. Let me take my little 3 eggs right over here. Oh, you poor things. Oh, did you not get grain last night? Bad farmer. Well, farmer will pay off this morning. I will make sure I give you plenty more. I don't think you can be all that starving if you guys have not finished everything. Boy, it's really coming down. I'm so glad I remembered to shut off all the irrigation today. Nothing dumber than irrigating in the rain. Okay, everybody. Oh, this is really not my favorite way to do this, but we are going to make it work out, aren't we? Etta, you're going to need to get your head out of there. Oh, my poor moms and babies. Let's gratuitously add a little more food into a few bowls here. We'll still open the doors in case they do want to go out, though I'd imagine they won't. can all go out if you want, but there's no food out there, and I don't know why you'd want to go out, but help yourself. The sheep are commenting, hey, we'll stand outside in the rain. You should feed us out here. Let's see, let me think through this all now, because this is a weird interruption to the chore order. Let me just make sure I've got everything here, because I think I do. All right, let me think this through. So that is everybody in Chicken Manor. That's good. Gen Pop got everything they need. Kevin is still hanging out in the Rafters. Goats and sheep, they're going to need more hay probably around noon, lunchtime today, so I'll come out and take care of that. Moms and babies are okay. Doors are open. Everybody's got water access. Everybody's had some grain. I think that's it. That's morning chores. Thanks for coming along. Egg collection is up this afternoon. Egg collect in the rain. That should be fun. Thanks for coming along with Chores at Capella Ranch. Have a great day.